Canada Post is crucial infrastructure that Mark Carney could be harnessing for one of his nation-building projects. Instead, he's trying to defund it. A couple weeks ago, the government announced that it's intending on replacing postal workers with community mailboxes. This would effectively hand over the most profitable routes to private contractors and thus speed up deliveries. And a lot of this stems from this idea that postal workers just aren't needed anymore. But this isn't true. Door-to-door delivery is in higher demand than ever, but the service is increasingly handled by overexploited workers rather than unionized postal workers. Amazon and other union-busting tech firms often subcontract this work out to fly-by-night subcontractors, who are often paid per parcel. The result is burnout. So when the issue is framed that Canada Post simply isn't competitive enough, he's saying that postal workers should endure the same precarity and burnout that Amazon's operations are known for. And the connections between the government and private companies are clear. The Minister of Innovation, Melanie Joly's own brother, is the CEO of Intelcom, one of these delivery companies. And a quick swim through the lobbying registry reveals that Amazon, UPS, and Pitney Bowes have all lobbied the government about Canada Post recently. There's also this idea that Canada Post is simply losing too much money. This is a double standard because no other public service in Canada is evaluated this way. By this very same metric, the Canadian military loses $169 million a day. And this is so frustrating because Canada Post is a priceless piece of public infrastructure that could be harnessed for so many things. Mark Carney is right about one thing. Canada Post needs to change, but the change shouldn't come from the top down. Workers themselves have been campaigning the Canada Post executives to make changes for years. These proposals have included power grid and rural charging stations, postal banking, checking in on seniors at home, and turning postal offices into community hubs for the delivery of other public services. If Mark Carney was serious about nation building, these are the types of proposals we'd be getting. But instead, we're getting the same tired program of union busting. Giving Canada Post monopoly on last-mile deliveries coupled with good wages for work would improve labor standards, reduce congestion, improve neighborhood safety, and redistribute wealth. If you want to read the full article, go to breachmedia.ca.